Run It Studios and the Arthritis Foundation of Missouri bring you this special episode of the Run Radio Podcast. Welcome back to the Run Radio Podcast for Run It Studios in partnership with the Arthritis Foundation of Missouri. I'm Trina Wilcox, and my guest today, involved with the Walk to Cure Arthritis 2025 as an honoree, please help me welcome Dr. Misty Farr, PharmD, MHA, the Rehabilitation Institute of St. Louis Corporate Chair. That's a big title.
It is. It is definitely a huge title. Hopefully, I can fill those shoes.
I'm sure you will. Tell me about your background and what led you into the direction that you went. You were a valedictorian of your high school, so it seems like you probably had lots of options and ideas. What drew you towards being in the field you're in today?
All right. So, my background is in pharmacy. I have been in the field for a little over 18 years now. I'm happy to say I am a proud graduate of the St. Louis College of Pharmacy, now known as the University of Health Sciences and Pharmacy. So I come from a really small town in the Arkansas Delta, population of about 11 to 1,200 people. And family was really big in my town, or is really big in my hometown. I was primarily raised by my grandparents who were elderly and sick most of the time, most of my childhood, from what I can remember. And I can recall helping them with medications and my grandmother telling me, "Hey, baby, go grab me that bottle with the white pill in it, or the the short yellow pill in it." And I was just so interested in helping them. Help is like my primary love language. For anyone who knows me, they know that I love to help. And so just growing up helping my grandparents with their medications and their health care really sparked the idea of doing something in the medical field. I will tell you that I initially wanted to be an OBGYN,
Oh,
and I soon realized that quickly realized that I am not so good with the bodily fluids and all of the all of the intimate things that go along with being an OBGYN. So, one of my business teachers in high school suggested pharmacy. And it's really basically history from there because I got it when I was in high school. I got the opportunity to shadow a couple of the pharmacists in my hometown and a couple of towns over. I really liked it. I loved the interaction they had with the people. And I went for it, applied to pharmacy school, got in, made it through by the grace of God because a pharmacy school is super intense. Made it through and began my career in retail pharmacy. So did retail pharmacy for about 17 years. And I currently serve as the area director of pharmacy for the Rehab Institute of St. Louis, an affiliation of Encompass Health and BJC Healthcare. So I cover pharmacy for our Central West End, St. Peters, and West County locations. And I absolutely love what I do. We're inpatient rehab. So we rehab for stroke patients, wound care, amputees, traumatic, non-traumatic brain injury. There's a variety of things, and it's amazing to see our patients come in not being able to walk or not being able to take care of their activities of daily living, and a lot of them leave walking and they're able to be more self-sufficient than when they originally came in.
yeah. Independence is often underrated until you realize you're losing it. And it is something that if you can give somebody that independence, you can give them the world, it seems like.
Exactly. Even, I mean, regaining the smallest amount of independence. It's crazy that some of the things that we take for granted, like being able to go to the restroom on your own or being able to take a shower on your own.
Yeah.
A lot of our patients cannot do that. And when they leave and can do that, those that did regain that ability, it's like a night and day difference
Yeah.
in their confidence and their their commitment to progressing with their health care.
And like so many dealing with the joint damage, that can strip away just simply opening a jar or something to drink. And when medications that you
Mhm.
help with are provided to us, it can open so many doors that have limited us in the past. So it's really great that you are part of the Arthritis Foundation and making sure that we have those new ideas brought to us, those new medications, and just the information above all else.
Yeah, I am super happy to be involved with the Arthritis Foundation. Although the involvement is recent, I feel like I've played a major role in arthritis healthcare just simply from taking care of my patients in retail for so many years. I
Yeah.
have seen patients who arthritis has been debilitating for them, whether it's osteoarthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. It has been completely debilitating to not be able to open your open your hands to count out your money or to even open your medicine bottle, to go from being able to write your signature to having to draw a straight line for your signature.
Uh-huh.
I have seen a little bit of everything throughout the years with those arthritis patients, and I am happy to have been involved in their healthcare and to be involved with the Arthritis Foundation to continue the research so that we can improve lives for so
Yeah,
many
for
afflicted
sure.
with arthritis.
What are some of the things that you have seen like the employers could do better to help? Like you said, I mean, people working in retail, like you can't always hide that when you are trying to count back change or, service someone else when you're having trouble yourself.
Yeah, I believe that as far as employers go, just being accommodating.
Hmm.
So usually an arthritis patient can usually verbalize what they need,
Hmm.
whether it's a chair, because remember there are many types of arthritis. Even
Right.
gout is even considered a form
Hmm.
of arthritis. So whether they're having pain in the feet and legs and need a to sit in a chair to relieve some of the pressure from the feet. Um, and we know we have the Americans with Disabilities Act, ADA. There, I believe all employers do follow that act. At least I hope so. And just being accommodating and being able to meet the employee where they are and being patient and understanding. Because just because they have arthritis, it doesn't take any of the brain power away. It's just the physical ability that they might have a bit of trouble with. But if we can, all employers and just people in general, be patient, be understanding, and just help where we can.
I want to take a step back a little bit and go back to your education for someone that may be interested in doing what you're doing because it's such an important job. Do you go directly from high school into pharmacy school, or do you do a 4 year, 2 year? Then how does that work?
So there are a couple of different pathways, but the pathway that I chose was directly into pharmacy school. So St. Louis College of Pharmacy, or now the University of Health Sciences and Pharmacy, and you'll hear me refer to it as UHSP. It's you enter directly out of high school. When I was in school, it was just a straight doctor of pharmacy program. Now you have the ability to go through pharmacy school, get a bachelor's, get a master's, and then get a doctorate of pharmacy. So they have several different degree options now. So I mean, the sky's the limit with the university now. So I would definitely uhsp.edu, go online, schedule a tour, call the registrar's office, call the recruiting office. There are so many wonderful people over there that will take great care of you.
And I can imagine some of the strengths that you might need to have would be, chemistry, math.
Yeah, math and science.
Yeah,
I will tell you that I felt like I was a math genius, but my science was a little bit lacking, so I did have to have extra help in tutoring in science when the different sciences when I was in pharmacy school. But I mean, the university provides everything you need from healthcare to tutoring um, to I mean, if there's anything going on mentally where you need to talk to a counselor, they have it all. So a one-stop shop. So
good.
I don't if you're having any difficulties while you're there, it's because you want to have difficulties. There are so many resources to help guide you.
So you said that science was a little bit of a thorn in your side. What else was something that was a struggle for you? And then what was something that was surprisingly came naturally for you?
So it was a double-edged sword for me. The people, I will say. So remember, I come from a small town in Arkansas of about a population of about 1,200. So I got to St. Louis, got to the big city, and although although the college back then was a small campus, I mean, we had a population of maybe around 800 students, maybe. To to me, that was like almost the population of my hometown, so it seemed really big to me. So what was difficult was acclimating to the different climate, the different environment, the different type of people.
Yeah.
But also, it kind of came naturally because I am from the South. We talk to anybody. I tell people sometimes that I would, in the South, we would talk to the dog if the dog talks back. So the people aspect, although it was kind of challenging for me to acclimate myself, it was also easy because I love people. Being from the South, people came naturally to me. And people skills is one of the very important things you're going to need to have in pharmacy because there's no pharmacy without people. We are taking care of people. We are providing health care for people. Um, we are committed to the welfare of people. So if you don't like people, please stay away from this
Please stay.
profession. It is not for you.
How did you memorize the spellings of so many long drugs and things that, I mean, biomedical science almost killed me with the spelling. I don't know how.
So, lucky enough, or fortunately enough, I have grown up in an era of technology.
Yeah.
So while I have memorized quite a few and I know how to spell and pronounce, I have my iPad, my phone, my laptop. There are so many resources that I refer to on a daily basis because it's impossible to memorize everything. And especially going from retail pharmacy to inpatient rehab or hospital pharmacy now, it was a huge eye opener, and it's almost like I had to retrain myself on certain things because in the retail world we don't really deal with a lot of IVs and broad spectrum antibiotics, but on the hospital side we see a lot of strange things. So while in retail I might be taking care of just diabetes, high cholesterol, hypertension. Over on the hospital side, I'm actually taking care of wounds and just broader spectrum of conditions than I would have seen on the retail side.
What's something that we as patients could do better for making life easier for our pharmacists to help us, or something that maybe a takeaway that we never knew would help us because there are so many medications these days to keep track of that it's overwhelming. I used to know stuff so well, and now today I'm like, I don't even know what that is when we go down the list.
So I will tell you, I don't expect the average person to have everything memorized or know the indication for everything, but if you can at least have it written down. So keep a small record in your wallet or in your purse, whatever you carry around. Keep a record of your medications and the strength and how many times a day you take them. Because I mean, you never know when an emergency might happen. You become incapacitated and cannot verbalize what's going on with you. To have that little piece of paper with all of your meds on it can make a world of difference, because we might see that, hey, this patient is seizing. Are they on seizure medication? Is there something we're missing? Let's take a look at everything that the patient is on, so we can, try to figure out what's going on. And I mean, with seizures, I've seen several seizures in the retail setting, and have gone to respond and assist with care until EMT arrived. And if they weren't my patient at that particular pharmacy, I couldn't tell, anyone what was going on with their medical history. Had a couple of patients that did have a medication record in their on their person at the time, but a majority of them did not, and they were not my patients. So I had no way of, researching
What
what was going on with them.
what about supplements? Do we need to keep track of that too?
Yes. So um, I will tell you, a long, long time ago, before I entered the pharmacy world, I did not consider over-the-counter medication, but it is. So your
Oh,
pharmacist
yeah.
and your physician will want to know if you are taking anything over the counter, because you would be surprised how many over-the-counter medications interact with prescription medications. So if you are putting it into your body, we want to know about it.
Okay, good to know. All right, let's talk a little bit about the walk. Is there anything that you are looking forward to this year? Is this your first walk?
This is my first walk. I am
Okay.
so excited. So, my husband and I, we are beginning our exercise kick for the year. We're going to start walking more and, just try to live healthier lives. And so you'll probably, as long as my family is in town, I have a daughter who plays softball. So as long as they are in town, they will be at the walk with me. My coworkers, a lot of my coworkers here at the Rehab Institute will be joining me in the walk. I'm looking forward to walking. I'm looking forward to seeing the people come out and support arthritis.
Good deal. I am too. I'm hoping we can keep that awareness up and hopefully eradicate this disease for good one of these days. Anything else you want to share before we close?
May 23rd, 6 p.m. Logan University. Come out and join us and get ready for a wonderful event. Lots of people, lots of activities, lots of fun. Let's support eradicating arthritis. Like you said, let's support that, and hopefully one day, fingers crossed, prayers up, we will be able to achieve that.
Let's hope so. Thank you so much for all you're doing. I'm glad we got to talk. Come back anytime.
Thank you so much. You have a good one.
You too. Thanks so much for joining me. Be sure you link over to watch all of the videos on whichever platform you want to watch or listen from runitstudios.com. We'll see you next time.